As a scout, you can jump on that roof and make it up top as a shortcut. Will that work?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. You could probably jump all the way onto the middle point from there as well.
No wish. We're going live, Greg. Do an intro.
Hello and welcome to VanillaTV tonight, guys. I'm Greg, joining us with Admirable, and on the stream is Warden. This is the ESH Angels Cup lower bracket round 7 on CP Croissant. We're actually on beta 21, so it's a new beta that a few of us haven't seen before. And rolling out to middle, it is CC versus Quarantine. Loser of this goes down in 4th, and we actually see a lot of pressure put straight onto Reshock, and he has to go back and get their health back straight away. Bash goes down, but there's a lot of point presence here from CC, but Nace takes down Reshock. This looking good so far for Quarantine, and they're actually getting a lot of pressure onto that point right now.
Yeah, it just seemed like a war of attrition there with Fup getting one over on Reshock right from the start. That first sticky, and it all seemed to snowball out of control from them for them there. Reshock wasn't able to just get involved in that, and a Leon there from Pescanova. Nace caps as Quarantine are already on second, but like you say, Greg, so many layers and corners here. Nobody's going to try and be a hero though, because Pescanova is down. He's the only hero. There's a headshot though from Bash. First to dice, respawns as sniper. And there's a play going on the bottom as well. That's Nace peeking on that lower door, but he isn't going to commit to this. And I'm getting that awesome bug where I can hear the sniper soundscape. Oh my god.
Me too. So I just want to quickly point out that if I was in Quarantine's position right now, I'd push in that lower door instead of pushing the way they're going, just because it's so much closer to the point. You can just run up the stairs and you've got an Uber. But they do pick off 3 big frags. They're going to get a lot of pressure onto Royze. Royze goes down, and this is that, you know, it's. I want to just quickly, like, once with this point's over, as the scout of Mini Bash, Mini Harry, which is Bash, so does go down eventually on the point. CC backed up when they only had 3 players onto the point. That would work if the respawns were closer. Instead, because of the respawns being so far away, you should actually back off towards your respawn, so you get your forward respawning players with you, instead of backing onto the point and trying to delay, because you're just going to get squashed. There's no way further for you to go backwards. But yeah, good round from QN, like capitalising on that middle straight off the bat, and actually see Reshock. That middle didn't work out for him last time. He's trying something different this time. Fuo's still got the upper hand, I think, so far. Scout goes down. Nice pipe, followed by a meat shot from Nace. QN definitely showing that they've explored this map and know what they're doing. And Fuo looks like he's just going to keep pushing, putting pressure on, going for that, what is it, pan kill. But Reshock does manage to surf out. Knutsson goes down to the medic. I don't know what HP the medic is, actually on 66, so that is BeaverN doesn't manage to take him down. Boomeh still pushing forward. They haven't capped middle. There we go. I think Crackland haven't done their homework here, Greg. We could be in for an upset. QN looked so confident here. Crackland tried to play a passive middle there, tried to work it slowly towards the house, but no one seemed to be taking charge of the push or the aggression, and they just got picked apart by QN there. They're looking so confident here. I'm calling it, Greg. It's an upset. So, as it stands, we see CC holding on that banana bridge. They're going to be quite far forward, and actually that soldier got airshot so hard. Here comes the Uber first. Our Fuo goes down, though. He did pick Pesca out, but he gets dropped, or whether they haven't actually Ubered yet. Kritzonite did Uber, yes. So now we see Boomeh with the little bit left of that Uber, trying to get Reshock down, or Royze, but can't get it just because of those little walls, the little angles that we talked about before. But here comes Knutsson with the height advantage. So much damage getting put down onto this team, but CC are just clearing up the frags. Superior DM by the looks of it, taking charge.
That was a situation where, you know, Crackland would have cleaned up if they had been the team pushing in. But it was just these little delays from the Quarantine players coming in, almost one at a time. And they just couldn't back each other up and just got picked off. But you know, Crackland would have been in there all at once like a sledgehammer, smashing them. But maybe they will slowly get their confidence here. They've stabilised for now, Greg, and will they be able to equalise soon? Are you confident in Crackland?
I'm not. I think once they get a little bit into it, they might find some little tricks here and there. You know, the likes of Pescanova coming in, but I don't think. I think it's going to take a long time before Reshock, MatnuN, and Royze, you know, the combo from Crackland, get into this game, know where to hold, know the right positioning in the situation. Well, it seems that like Boomeh and Fuo so far have, you know, just jumped on this opportunity and, you know, capitalising it.
Bash is just hiding in that little ninja spot, but he has changed his position now. He was so close to Fuo, he could have just peeked in and got some of those trademark Bash meat shots. but both teams are playing it very cagily right now, quite timid in their aggression, trying to feel each other out. This is like young lovers, you know, just engaging for the first time. I think he just brushed my boob.
Okay, well, we'll brush over that one very quickly. As it looks like CC might try and push forward through this arch onto Banana. They're going to take a lot of spam through that doorway. Actually, Nace, Pesca jumps in, forces the Uber and takes Nace down, eventually goes down. Uber gets exchanged there, or eventually forced by Knutsson, but that means there's a player advantage for Crackclan, and last time they were in a situation they've capitalised. MatnuN's on 50 HP, finds Boomeh, but Boomeh doesn't shoot that one rocket. MatnuN is kind of caught out, so they might be able to get that. Oh! Reshock gets pushed off the side and craters in the water.
Early bash for Reshock, and QN are coming in behind. It's Boomeh, he's still alive, he's onto this scout, he's trying to duke it out with Bash. Royze goes down, but Bash remains, can't get Boomeh. Nice play from Boomeh there, actually staying alive, drawing the attention behind, and then coming in after they forgotten all about him. Greg cleaning up there.
Indeed, I thought he was going to come in a little bit earlier and try and take down MatnuN, you know, because MatnuN was low HP, but he just, you know, played it calmly, and actually there's a scout on him now. He didn't manage to spot him. Longas takes him down, and we're going to see QM fall back and just start building the Uber again. Anybody swapped to Kritzonite? That'll be a little... Oh yes, Kritzonite! I called it! I called it Pledge? Fuck my life, why am I doing this, ads?
I wish I was Pledge.
I wish I was you, ads.
Kritzonite living up to his name with that Kritzkrieg. And this is like, you know, I'm just in shock.
They're coming in non-Ubered here, CC, and they lose two players. Oh, they're getting the better of it at the moment, and Roy's got an Ubersaw hit. Will Bash pick that player off? Yes, he will. Just two left up, Fuo and Boomeh. Fuo on 8 HP is going to just spam some stickies, but he's the only one left alive. Eventually gets cleared up, and that's 6 down. Crackclan, I think, yeah, they might just start pushing in non-Ubered more, because that worked out so well for them.
Yeah, I think they've got to be just confident that they are the better side. They've got the better deathmatch. They're Crackclan, baby. Just roll in and take them down. And they have Uber here, but they're reluctant to push. They're all super low, that's why. But, oh, Royze does drop 2 players, though he just held on a second too long, Greg.
Kritzonite did go down in the end, but there's still a player advantage at the moment for QN. And there goes Royze and Reshock. And I was saying this is impossible to hold. What? Since I must be completely wrong. QN just dominating that. Full Uber disadvantage. Doesn't matter to us. We'll just hold it. Cap second back.
I can only imagine that Royze was like sort of requesting that his players would just get healed up before they went in for that engagement. But he could have just Ubered everybody. It wouldn't have lasted too long, but they would have stayed alive.
Yeah, but Fuo and Kritzonite both go down, so MatnuN just clearing it back up, and the second point is going to go back to Crackclan. Actually, here comes a soldier bombing in. Oh, Royze almost got knocked off into the water there. A nice bit of air chase to stop himself from doing it, and he stays alive. Unfortunately there for Knutsson, and we'll see Crackclan with a massive Uber advantage. In fact, they've got a medic advantage still at the moment. Kritzonite's now up, so they'll probably just wait for this Uber and actually have buffs before they go in this time.
It was a pretty optimistic bomb from Knutsson anyway. No one else backing him up there. It just seemed like a solo effort, to be honest. But I guess the fact that you can knock him into the water might have been a factor he was considering. And they have Ubered here. It is Crackclan pouring in Reshock, getting the flash right now. And MatnuN's on the floor. They need to take this high advantage. Boomeh's playing it well. He's up there up top. He's juking it out with this scout on the point. But Nace comes in to revenge kill onto him. Takes Bash down. But so many players from Crackclan there. This is going to be 1-1, Greg.
Yeah, indeed. They managed to end up pushing it out properly. That, you know, extra heals worked out really well for them, and of course the Uber, they just took enough frags. Unfortunately, I mean, Boomeh did a good job holding the height advantage. Fuo did an amazing job staying alive. He was getting chased by 2 players, and he was our last player alive at the end of the end of the last even. But unfortunately for QN, they don't manage to hold on there, and now we're back on middle. Will we see Fuo dominate Reshock again? Actually, Reshock playing a little bit more defensively this time, just spamming stickies over. And let's see if there's going to be any aggression out of the teams. It looks like that big house is going to be taken by CC this time. They're going to get a lot of pressure forwards. Fuo goes down. A soldier comes in onto Royze. Royze goes down. Nice play from Knutsson. Reshock goes down as well. And just 2 players left alive. Josh shot someone into the water, and then Type Ruffle gets himself killed because of it. And then here comes Nace versus Bash. 1-on-1. Bash on 59. Nace on 16. It's one shot for both players pretty much. Where is Nace? He's gone back for the health pack. Has Bash done the same? Yes, he has. So we're just going to see a nice 1v1 here on middle before the spawners come in. Of course, Fuo dying first will be there before the rest of the team. And actually, Bash gets a nice burst shot. Nace gets another one. It's going to be pretty even at the moment. Both on like one pistol shot, both on less than 10 HP. Bash gets the health back, and I don't know where Nace went.
He went back to his own side, picked up another health kit there. Nace actually picked up 2 kits at the start of that fight, and Bash only picked up 1, so I guess he likes a challenge, trying to handicap himself a little bit there. But this is looking like a car crash. The soldiers of QN getting in, I thought it was going to go their way, but somehow Longas comes in to save the day. That scatter shot, so powerful, that guy doesn't miss many, Greg.
Yeah, indeed, that was so dominant there. I thought that QN would have that. The spawners are going to be there slightly earlier, but you know, the power of the scattergun from Longas, you know, told pretty much.
He is a beast. No soldiers up right now. That means that QN are going to have to back off here pretty quickly. Can't juggle anyone, can't deny that area. But it's actually CC are just playing a little scared here. I'm calling them chickens.
Yeah, well, Fuo just hit a nice pipe onto Royze, so that means they're going to have to Uber so early. Look at that, Uber's like an extra like 2 seconds or more for QN at the moment. And actually Longas does take Nace down on the flank, but there goes Bash down thanks to BeaverN. Now we're going to see Fuo go really aggressive at the end of this Uber. Does so much damage to Royze. Royze so low, does go down thanks to that final sticky. And the jump in from Knutsson as well does take down MatnuN. There's Reshock's above Kritzonite, and the scout comes in as well. Kritzonite caught out of position there, not expecting Reshock to come from that position. Fuo craters, and we're going to see CC probably try and push forward and take the second point. Oh, Boomeh, 1v1 on longer.
You got a soldier behind as well. It's Pescanova just letting his scouts die, and now he's the man who's sandwiched. In comes Nace trying to avenge Boomeh yet again. Pescanova's picked up the little kit. He's dancing on that wall. That's got to be so infuriating as a soldier trying to hit those air shots. And the second scout comes in. That's BeaverN helping out his buddy to take out Pescanova finally.
But great work from Nace, to be honest, getting on that height advantage. I probably didn't even think about that if I was fighting, not having played this map very much. But the awareness from Nace, knowing about that height advantage and just taking, you know, so much putting so much damage on Pescanova, end up holding that. I don't think it would have mattered really if you not killed Pesca. The respawners were coming in, and we just see CC still on middle, QN holding second. They're holding on. Someone called it something else. I'm going to keep calling it banana. Oh, it's called highway apparently. I think banana's better, don't you, Ads?
It does look a bit like a highway, but definitely looks like a banana too. And Uber coming in here from Clan, and 95% from Kritzonite. He's been separated from his players though. He may go down if they chase him. BeaverN's running back to spawn. Nace is there too, but they're only just getting time on the point. CC trying to do 2 things at once here, pushing last and capping second or fourth. And they're actually in from the bottom. It's Reshock and Royze getting onto the point. He's putting stickies down. Scout jumps on, but he seems to miss all the stickies. He eats an Uber saw, and they've just got so many players on the point. That's going to be 2 rounds without response for Clan, Greg.
Yeah, Kritzonite just getting separated from his medic as he spotted, and then he went in for like an Uber saw hit, got himself killed. So he probably could have just backed out, kept the Uber, and they might have had it for last. But have to wait and see what happens here on the fourth middle of the game, as I can't count. Will we see Fuo dominate Reshock, or will Reshock come up this time? Reshock pushing onto the point. He's done so much damage to Fuo this time. Fuo on 4 HP. That is how you dominate a middle point, straight off the back from Reshock. And now we'll see them slowly push forward into the big house. Pretty much just Reshock leading the way with a soldier now. And Crits from Fuo. There it is. Oh, what a shot! Royze and Pesca down with the first sticky. MatnuN so low now as well. Kritzonite surfs away so he doesn't go down to MatnuN. Fuo, nice pipe onto MatnuN in the end. Longas does take down both scouts, 1v2. Nice place. We've got Bash, Longas, and Reshock versus Knutsson, Fuo, and Kritzonite. Here comes Bash, does take it taken down.
Reshock on the flank as well. He's on the point, duking it out with the combo. Kritzonite on 7 HP picks up that big kit. He's back on half health, and it is Pan versus Pipes here.
Fuo comes out, trumps there, and oh, wow, that's so lucky that Reshock didn't manage to take down Fuo on that middle, and that pretty much was the deciding factor. You know, Fuo survived on 4 HP. If he had died, that wouldn't have happened. You know, that middle would not have gone to QN.
Kritzonite still running crits here, coming in now with 100%, only 60 for Royze. And a very defensive position here from Crackland, rightly so. Reshock is sticking up that door. If they come through there, they are going to die instantly.
They're coming in through a small house by the looks of it.
First sticky. Undetected. It's Longas just standing in the corner. Kritz has been popped. Longas whiffs every shot. Kritzonite on half health picks up the small kit, but the Kritz has been pretty ineffective. They did get one frag with it, but that was Longas who forced it. Ooh, that's the way the Uber's been popped though for Crackland. They're going to stabilise here. That's 3 down for QN. Medic separated again. Knutsson gets chased down. Bash, no mercy.
Both Nace and BeaverN behind. They're using those health packs that I pointed out in the pre-game. They're going to just keep distracting this team. Nace onto the medic. One shot. Can't land the second. Does get taken down. Royze on 16 HP. So unlucky from Nace there. Boomeh can't block middle just to that one scout. Scout actually a BeaverN coming in behind. Going to go for it. Can he take him down? Boomeh hits a rocket and then a shotgun to help him out. And yeah, really unfortunate from Nace there. So close to taking Royze down. And I think there was a health pack he ran past. I don't think he knew was there. And if he had picked it up, he would have been on full HP before he went into that fight and probably would have taken down Royze.
Yeah, we've got some input here from the legendary Jimmy Breeze to settle our argument. He says, compromise, call it the banana highway. Is that a bit of a mouthful?
Yeah, but I like it. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Absolute legends, of course. Still watching TF2, even though he can't really compete at them anymore or actually do any news writing like he used to do. We look CC just pushing forward, just picking off players left and right, dominating QN at the moment. Actually, Royze goes down thanks to Knutsson, and here comes the Uber from QN. They do not give this point up lightly. Everybody from CC is pretty much behind. One scout on the point. Knutsson in onto Reshock, does take him down. Nice play from him there, but longas still on the point with a soldier's going to cap it out. And where are QN at the moment? Did they lose Kritzonite? Did I miss that?
Yeah, man, he's gone down, and it's just really scrappy. There are players behind from both sides, but it seems like CC have come out on top. Although the Ubers are going to be pretty close actually. Kritzonite spawns. Is he running
from Royze? Crits from Royze.
Oh.
We'll have to take a look at Reshock as this crits of course will be popped onto him. I hope they come in through the top side and just try and spam those stickies onto the players that are there. Of course you can just come through the top and start spamming onto the point, or spam that little choke point straight away there. What percent are they on now? They're on 75, so they're going to start looking to go forward now. I'm on Reshock, of course, tagged up as Robbie. Don't know why actually.
The positioning of QN here, just inviting to be critzed. Big massive long line of sight to pop off those stickies at relatively little risk, and they are going to come in from that long angle. He hasn't popped it yet. He's trying to feel them out here. He wants to snipe that medic. He gets it. Oh, Uber popped in time from Kritzonite. Nice right there. But Reshock sticky was a little bit off target.
And will we see QN push off this? They've got a 2-man advantage now. I think they should be. They've got a sniper as well in the form of Bash. So that's one player pretty much useless at the moment. It's just Royze and the sniper. Sniper needs to go big, hits a body shot, and unfortunately misses the headshot. Now they know he's there. Although Fuo just keeps jumping backwards and forwards in his sight line, baiting that shot. Bash misses, and we're going to see QN, of course, recap this point. Royze still on crit streak. He didn't die, but he didn't really get much of an Uber building on. So that means QN are going to have this Uber about the same time as Royze gets his crit streak. And actually QN coming in straight away. They're trying to get the medic down. One rocket from Knutsson, and there goes Nace as well, but they lose both those aggressive players. Will this work out for them? They've now got Uber. They're actually going to back off a little bit. Will they go in now with this Uber advantage? No medic there, so no heals. Yes, there's the Uber triggered. They're going to have to try and get those frags. They need to make sure that that scout stays alive, but Fuo goes down during the Uber. Oh, this is not a great push at all so far. There goes Kritzonite. Just BeaverN left up, and he goes down as well. That was a really, really poor push from QM.
Interesting decision making. They had that big Uber advantage, but they were basically 3 combat classes against the 5 of Crackland, and they got rolled right there, just destroyed. They could have just waited for those spawners, Greg. That would have been the smart move, I think. But they just saw their victory in front of them, went to grab it and tripped and fell.
Yeah, so currently it's 2-1 with 10 minutes left on the clock. Nice shot onto Fuo. Will that spark a reaction from CC? Will it go in because there's no demo up? I think it will. CC the sort of team that knows how crucial a demo man pick is in the European scene. And here we go, leading the charge with Reshock and Royze, and actually a bombing soldier, Pesca. Bash does take down BeaverN on the flank. Another soldier jumps in trying to take down Kritzonite. Can Josh save him? He can't keep himself alive, but there's a nice Ubersaw hit from Kritzonite, and now it's 2 versus 3. CC gonna have to back out. In fact, will longas go for this? They know they've got an Uber disadvantage at the moment, of course, after that Ubersaw hit, and he's gonna just try and delay this team. Good play so far from longas, using that little bit of height advantage. Soldier in his face, 2 meat shots, and that soldier whiffs 2 rockets. And actually, this Uber's gonna have to be triggered, but Knutsson goes down. He gets dropped. Roy's not got their Uber yet. Now they've got it and they've popped, but Kritzonite, I doubt, is going to get out of this. Yep, there he goes down.
Yeah, longas making Knutsson look silly there. I don't know if it was those strafe moves. He just couldn't follow those Spanish strafes, but somehow he managed to whiff those 2 rockets and went down. Uber popped for both sides, but it is Clan who come out with the point still in hand. And will he just push ahead here? They've done some big damage. Look how low Fuo is. They are working their way forward slowly. That's MatnuN leading the charge here, bombing in with Pesca. Headshot onto Fuo. And big frags from the soldiers. Longest on the flank takes down Boomeh, and Reshock cleans up Nace. Only Kritzonite remains, and that's going to be 3 rounds without a response now.
Yeah, and Quarantine need to come up with something big on this middle. They've done it before. So hopefully they'll do it again. I mean, it's 8 minutes left. They do need 3 rounds to take the win, and actually that's not a good start from Quarantine. Boomeh failing his rollout, doesn't manage to jump over the wall. At least had to take 2 extra rocket jumps to get out of there. So it's not going to be a good start for Quarantine.
Yeah, we saw them take a bad start to the last middle with Reshock being so aggressive, but the crits just came out of nowhere. Hopefully they'll be expecting it this time. But there basically is a timer on this middle for Clan. They need to get aggressive or get the fuck out, Greg.
Yeah, indeed. But Fuo takes a pipe and then a scout rushes into him. So that's no demo man crits this time. It looks like they're going to go with the scout. Taking the scout in first. The medic of Royze manages to run away at the same time as those soldiers bombing in. Really nice coordination from the Clan team, knowing exactly what they wanted to do there. 6 down from Quarantine. And this is like looking like it might end up in a roll, lads.
This is the way Clan should just be playing, man, you know. They're Prem, they're top 3. They should just be like, Quarantine, you're nothing to us, we're just going to run in and beast you. I want to see them just turn it on, get a bit of confidence. I don't care if you don't know the map, it's just DM, run in and frag everything.
Yeah, indeed. That's what a lot of Prem teams normally do when they're on a new map they don't have very much experience with, but Clan seeming to look like they want to play it a little bit slower, trying to get to grips with the map rather than just going in and letting their, you know, superior DM tell to win the game. And we'll have to wait and see what they actually decide to do here, of course, with a crits advantage. Royze gets it now. And what's the... Are they on normal? Yes, Kritzonite on 75% normal Uber. He's going to get jumped on by a soldier. Doesn't take the first rocket. He's being kept alive by his own soldier. Now he's kind of stuck underneath, not building. On 89%, he might need to go and get an Ubersaw kill. That's not a lot of kills so far during this Uber for Clan at all. They're equal players. In fact, after their Ubers run out, their Kritzonite gets forced, saves his soldier as well, and the demo. That soldier's going to go down as well. This is looking good from QN, showing us how to defend this last point on Croissant.
Yeah, it wasn't even like they didn't get enough frags, just didn't do enough damage. There weren't even any low players left, but in comes Fuo and that scout on the flank there. That is Nace linking up nicely to pick off those retreating players. Royze and Reshock down. Pescanova bombs in and gets shot down.
That
Still 6 up for Quarantine.
Knutsson and Fuo both hit air shots on that jumping Pescanova, and then he just killed himself. Nice little Leon there. Bash has gone sniper. There's only 3 players left up. Roy's just spawned for CC, so we'll probably see Quarantine push straight forward. It's what they need to do. They take down MatnuN actually goes down. Was he behind? Quarantine is still on 2nd. They're still on Banana Highway. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Clan really need to just consolidate here, get 6 players up and try and have an actual defense instead of keep losing players like this, and they are back on. I think this is a very wise move. Just give up that middle, try and make a go of it on 2nd. They are still at quite an uber disadvantage, 50% in it, but they do have that sniper. Bash wants to change the game right here, right now, Greg.
Oh, he misses the body shot. The Uber gets triggered. Soldier jumping in, trying to go to the medic. He takes another jumps again. Takes that. Actually, that was Knutsson, but the Reshock goes down at the same time thanks to Boomeh. Now they're getting a lot of frags. Actually, nice damage from Fuo here as well. Going for Royze with his pan. Can't quite get him, so now it's clean up time. Oh, Nace and BeaverN should be just cleaning up all the frags here. Brilliant. Brilliant damage from the soldiers and the demo, just allowing these two scouts, Nace and BeaverN, to clear up. 6 down at the moment. Will they try and go forward? It's 2 left up. It's Reshock and longas versus Nace and BeaverN. There's Reshock. They can pick off the demo man, but they jump into stickies. They do manage to pick off Reshock, but unfortunately lose both of their players.
I feel like Crackclan could have held that second point quite easily if both the soldiers had just turned around and focused the players behind, but they were fighting 2 battles at once. Royze didn't know who to heal, and they got outnumbered. But I guess it's a new map. I'll let them off with it, Greg. I won't bust their balls too much, but they're a Prem team. I expect more. You see Bash sniping again on that long side.
Yeah, indeed. He's like doing this a lot on this map, and I didn't actually, when we played it, like really try the sniper lines very much. I didn't think they were great, but it looks like maybe this updated version, that sniper line that QN are using is trying to try and get in, is massive. See, I think I prefer pushing in the bottom right position rather than going in here. You've had to Uber so early, you might as well go in bottom right and get towards the point. Actually, there's the Uber in return from Royze. QN going to have to get out of here. Oh, Fuo does get juggled. Oh, he manages to get away. Kritzonite goes down though, and then Fuo goes down. Knutsson goes down. Nace in some sort of ninja position. He's actually behind the point in like forward spawn area. There's a heavy medic and demo sat on this point though. It doesn't look like CC you want to push out at all.
He's shown himself now. He's inching his way forward. He's in position. There's a heavy. It's Nace versus Bash. Oh, he gets hosed down there.
I don't think Nace knows about the little sneaky spot behind the point. For those of you that haven't experienced it, if you're behind the point by that big health pack, you can actually double jump up onto the point using a couple of different double jump spots that are designed to be there, and you can actually get on, and you probably would have got behind that heavy and probably would have capped that. We'll expect to see that more once teams develop the map a little bit more, but we're seeing Crackclan push straight out onto middle now. And now just spamming Reshock, so much spam, stopping these players coming back in. But actually he's going to get caught out now. The Uber gets forced on him. What's the percent for Kritzonite? He's on 75%. He goes to 13 HP, but nice rocket juggling there from Boomeh. Still doing it, in fact. Eventually should be going down. Kritzonite on 92% at the moment. Can he have this Uber up for second point? They are underneath it with a scout, and now he's going all the way back around, and he's not even on 100% yet. There we go. And they probably will decide to hold this with this Uber. They need to. There's the pop straight from Kritzonite. Scout in theory should take down that soldier. The heavy should be going down as well. Oh, that's taking a long time there for Knutsson to take that heavy down, but BeaverN does take down MatnuN as well. And in theory, QN should hold on to this, but we'll have to wait and see whether Crackclan's DM will tell.
Roy's running for his life here. He had to let longest die, but he did a good job in slowing them down a bit. But in staying with Gabriel, he may have sealed his own fate.
Oh,
he does
double
get
Uber
2
saw.
Uber saws though. Oh my god. And it looks like MatnuN's going to bomb in here. He's trying to chase that scout, get that frag. He does get it, but gets no block on the point, and there is a back cap on that could have been also different. There is one player on the point, oh, that is Bash. He's still alive, but they have cat middle. The back cap is off the menu for now, Greg.
Yeah, longas is looking right in those players' faces as well. Oh, so much damage on that soldier. Boomeh. Oh, longas. That was just 600 damage in 6 shots. That was... he absolutely destroyed them, and now takes Fuo down. Absolutely huge play from longas. Gets the 4-man, and he's just going to cap this point alone. Just taunt. Doesn't even matter if you die now, longas, to be honest.
Oh, he's engaged with BeaverN right here, but BeaverN comes out on top. The people's champion. Free BeaverN. He has been freed, and he's been unleashed onto longas. The back cap has been denied, though. And we're back to a little bit of a stalemate here. Ubers are pretty close, Greg. But another player goes down. That is BeaverN getting picked off by Bash. So, oh, Bash getting another one onto Fu. Where's this action happening? I can't even find him, Greg.
Well, what's happening is there's not much time left, so it means Quarantine are looking to push forward as much as possible, and the scouts are just taking advantage of the lower players trying to rush in. And look at that, all those players cleared up, just 2 left up on the point. Just 2 left up for Quarantine even, both the scouts. BeaverN's going to come in, he's going to go through Modehouse. No, he's not, he's going through the ladder, takes a rocket straight away and gets taken out of the sky by longas.
Yeah, I didn't realise how low the time was, Greg. I was getting all excited over nothing. But
I was
guess
happy
this
to
game
let
is
you
over.
get excited, just because I didn't want to give it away that the game is pretty much over, guys. CC 3-1 up, 30 seconds left. Pescanova does take down Boomeh underneath. They've got an Uber. They're going to go to the bottom left. This is where I prefer pushing, because look how close you get to being at the point. If you watch how quickly Pesca is up on that point straight away, and you don't really have to Uber through that bottom door either. So really nice play so far from Kraken as they push in. It's 3v3. They got a sniper. Royze going to go 1-on-1 versus Nace. Nace does take him down. A nice headshot from Bash, but there is the game end. In fact, not the cap. And it's just 3-1 at the end. Congratulations to Crackline winning this map against Quarantine 3-1, progressing into the lower bracket consolation final, or the lower bracket final, whatever you want to call it. Ads, before we go, would you like to give me your MVP?
I don't know. I actually quite enjoyed Boomeh's play. He played pretty well. New addition to the lineup. Obviously, they lost, but yeah, I don't think it makes sense really, my decision, but yeah, I'm going to give it to Boomeh. Good job.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to do my standard bias and have to give it to a scout, and I'm going to have to give it to longas after just watching him hit like absolutely everything at the end there. That was ridiculous. Of course, guys, this has been VanillaTV. This has been ESH Angels Cup, lower bracket round 7. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been Greg. Joining me, of course, was Admirable, and on the stream was Warden. We hope to see you soon. I think Sunday is the allotted time at the moment for the upper bracket final between Epsilon and Team Infused. That will be a best of 3, so hopefully